Aquarius, what is up, y'all? How you doing? Guess what time it is, man? It's time for the mid-month messages for September 2024. Now, this is my favorite time of the month right here. I tell you why it's my favorite time of the month. Because what I'm looking for is to see whether or not there has been a change of timeline. I like to give advice in my readings, and if you take the advice and you apply it, that could potentially change your timeline. So that's what I'm looking at here in this video. Got a couple of real quick announcements, y'all. I'm gonna make this real quick. First of all, if you would like a personal reading, just check the link in the description of this video. And if anybody has any issues with the website, please email us and let us know at tarotwithrich@gmail.com. Okay? Email us and let us know. We've been having, people have been saying that Square has been doing some kind of updates or something that's been affecting things. And just email us and let us know. Get in touch with us. So, also, Saturday, September the 21st at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we're doing our last and final round of the $22.22 live mini readings. Okay, you can find all the information on that through the link in the description as well. The ones that come in first get read first. After Friday, September 20th, my courses in my school will no longer be available unless you've already bought one. So for those of you who have already bought one, you'll have access to it indefinitely. But after Friday, they will no longer be available for purchase. So if you're interested in checking those out, they're super cheap. Yeah, you got till Friday, and then that's getting turned off. So, all right. Okay, let's jump into this now. So I'm starting this off with the person from the past. Starting this off with the person from the past. Did timelines change? Ooh, the Chariot. Could have been a Cancer for some of you. Hang on. Kind of feels like somebody's trying to move on from this. Can't tell if that's you or them. I'm really thinking, I'm thinking one of you is contemplating breaking the silence. I think the person you dealt with is contemplating breaking the silence because their little love life hasn't really been all that successful since you all parted ways. And most of the time, when an ex comes back, it's because either they can't find nobody or that person they thought was going to be better than you ended up not being better than you, right? Most of the time. So was that you moving on from this then? Or maybe they want you to believe that they've moved on from this. I don't know. Thank you, Sean, for the super chat. Appreciate you. I do think they still kind of obsess over you, though, too. Some of you may be dealing with somebody that had an addiction issue. If that's the person you dealt with and you're wondering, no, they have not gotten clean. Matter of fact, they're probably getting worse. I think their life is actually spiraling further and further downhill ever since y'all parted ways. Let's see how they feel about you. How do they feel about you at the deepest level? How do they be feeling about you at the deepest level? Boom, boom, boom. Ah, they feel like a failure. They feel like they fucked it up. Thank you, Charlie, for the super chat. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah, I think when it all comes down to it, they would like to work things out with you, but they do not think that you would be up for that. They've tried to get your attention a few times, and I don't know if you ignored them on purpose or it just didn't hit your radar, but they're just assuming that you just don't care about them. So They're just kind of feeling like a failure. They're unable to move on from this, but they feel like they have no choice but to move on from this. They know what they'd want to say to you if you showed up in their inbox. Oh yeah, they definitely want to talk to you. Absolutely. But I also kind of feel like they might want to try to manipulate you a little bit too. And some of you may know that. And they're afraid that you're still mad at them. So it's really hard to manipulate somebody that's mad at you, you know? So, okay, it could be a Gemini for some of you. Also got Virgo, Leo, and that's it. Okay. Well, let's see if they're taking action towards you and if there will be an outcome here. Are they taking action? Will there be an outcome? Are they taking action? Will there be an outcome? Boom, boom, boom. 7 of Cups reversed. I think they're just out desperately trying to find somebody new, but to no avail. Yeah, nah, they're out trying to play around and play the field. They're holding back. They're too afraid to come forward. They're out playing around, playing the field, not very successfully, might I add. But it doesn't really look like they're taking action with the 2 of Wands there and the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords and 2 of Wands and the Strength card. Could be a Leo for some of you. All right, well, let's get the advice. Would it be a good idea for you to reach out to this person? What would happen? What would happen if Aquarius reached out to this person, past person? Like I said, they already know what they want to say to you. They wouldn't really open up and show any feelings, and they would probably try to emotionally manipulate you. So if you want to have a conversation with this person, it's going to have to be you that does it. But if you do it, go into it as ice cold as you possibly can. Ice cold. Because they're going to be pushing the hell out of your emotional buttons. Oh man, they're going to be pushing every emotional button they can. They're going to be reaching and grabbing for anything they can to try to get a hold of some emotion they can pull and tug on. So the question is, do you feel like dealing with that? I'm not here to tell you that you should or you shouldn't, but I can tell you the 2 of you are karmically tied. And the likelihood that you would end up having a repeat karmic cycle is very, very high. If it was me in your shoes, I would work on doing just a little bit more healing. Make sure I've done a decent amount of healing before I reach out to this person. This is what I would do. All right. Now let's take a look and see what's going on with the singles and the person you're interested in. Have timelines changed? If timelines change, did they change for the better or for the worse? Boom. 8 of Pentacles reversed. Some of you might be interested in somebody at the workplace. If you are interested in somebody at the workplace, I'm not sure they want a workplace relationship. Uh-oh, drama? Drama? Why is drama popping off here? Man, I hate real specific messages like this, but I feel like there's a big old bunch of you. I know it's not all of you, but a big old bunch of you dealing with somebody at the workplace. There's all kinds of workplace vibes here, dude. 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles reversed. Some of you, drama at the workplace, possibly. Doesn't really look like y'all are getting to a stable place. Not really. The thing I'm not seeing is this coming to an end? Are you walking away from this? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. I do think that you are still holding on, hoping for a relationship, especially those of you dealing with somebody who's leading you on. Let's see how they feel about you then. How this person feel about Aquarius? Three of Wands. They waiting on something. Hang on. Five of Wands again. So I do think that they have an interest in you, but they're really waiting to hear from somebody else. Yeah, I've been seeing this come through for September for almost everybody. They do have an interest in you, but see, this person is a codependent. Most codependent people are usually attached to one person, right? And it usually is on and off and on and off because, you know, you can't build a solid relationship on codependency. So usually it's on and off. Now, I'm not allowed to spy on the details of their life, but this feels to me like somebody that's on and off with an ex. And like if you all was to get together and their ex was to call them back, they leave you for their ex. That's what this feels like to me. May not be for all of you, but there's definitely somebody else, whether it's a love interest or an ex. Feels like an ex to me, but they're interested. They're really waiting to see if they're going to end up getting with somebody else. They don't really know who they want to be with. Damn, dog. Well, let's see how this is playing out. Is a relationship going to be attempted between the two of you? Are y'all going to come together? You might end up giving up on this. Throwing in the white towel. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Nah, I think you're pretty much gonna stop waiting on this. Yeah. They don't really seem to want to come forward. Some of you may end up finding out about a third party. Maybe some of you don't know. Maybe it's kept a secret. You might find out about a secret third party somehow, you know? Like, for example, and I'm going to paint a hypothetical scenario. So you know those types of scenarios where you're dealing with somebody who's kind of fresh out of a relationship and talking all kinds of cash money shit about their ex, how they're finally glad to be out of that relationship, you know, and this and that. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, like 2 weeks later, they ghost you and you see them posting pictures on social media with their ex, right? You know that type of situation? I'm not saying it's gonna happen exactly like that, but that energy and that kind of situation is what this feels like to me. Yeah, it's what it feels like. So, rather than engage in drama, I think you're just gonna quietly step away from this. Does that need advice? I don't think that needs an advice spread. I don't think it does. I've already given you all this advice. Isn't this the same thing that came through for the main monthly? Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I'm horrible at remembering the readings, but if I remember correctly, I'm like 95% sure that that's what came through for either the bonus or the main monthly. In which case, I will say, ask yourself this. If the universe had brought me my person, how confusing should that situation be? When the universe brings me my person, how confused will that person be about whether or not they want me or someone else? When the universe brings me my person, how long am I going to have to sit around scratching my head trying to figure out when we're coming together? Let's ask yourself that. See what you come up with. It's going to be a different answer for everybody. All right. New person. This is for the new person Aquarius just recently connected with. If you did not just recently connect with a new person, this is not for you. All right, how's it looking between Aquarius and the new person? Maybe some trust issues here, possibly. I don't know from whom or why. Okay, the guard's slowly starting to come down, but there's still some trust issues here. Yeah. Trust issues based on past trauma. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's them, or I don't know if it's both of you. Could be both of you. And honestly, kind of feels like them. Kind of feels like them, to be honest with you. And you may not even be aware of it with that Emperor energy there. Some of you, they may have let you in on that, but I feel like the majority of you aren't even aware of it because they appear to have it all together, right? With the Emperor energy there. But that's a front. They really don't. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, no, they do not have it all together. They got major, major trust issues because they've been cheated on in the past. Well, let's see how they actually feel about you, though. What are their feelings? What are their intentions? Boop, boopy doo. Boop, boopy doo. Queen of Wands reversed. They feel like you're not that interested in them. I don't know if you're acting like you're not interested or if they're just afraid that you're going to lose interest and go fuck around on them. They think you're out of their league. They be thinking you out of their league. Yeah. This person has some serious self-confidence issues, dude. I don't think it's coming from a bad place. I think you intimidate them a little bit. They're afraid that you're just going to lose interest in them and go find somebody else. But I think they have feelings for you. They obviously got feelings or they wouldn't really care, would they? I do think that thought kind of bothers them and they lose sleep over that. So, thank you, Alex, for the super chat. Appreciate you. All right. Well, let's see how it plays out for the next 30 days. How's it playing out for the next 30 days? No decision is being made. Okay, they're opening up a little bit. Things are still moving slow. This isn't coming to an end. But things are moving real slow for the next 30 days. They're opening up slowly. Very, very slowly. So within the next 2 or 3 weeks, they should open up a little bit more. It's not coming to an end. They're still holding an awful lot back, though. But no solid decision one way or another is being made as to whether or not you're going to commit to this. Okay, well, what's the advice? What is the advice? Three of Swords reversed. Ten of Cups. So there's a lot of potential here. A lot of potential. So really the only thing you can do, there's not a whole lot you can do because it's not all on you, okay? Part of it's on you, part of it's on them. The only thing you can really do with a person like this is be as patient and consistent as possible. Takes time and patience, all right? They have to see you staying consistent and staying consistent and showing up and showing out and being who you say you are and showing up when you say you will. And you say one thing one day, you say the same thing the next day. Your actions match up with your words match up with your actions. And then the guard should start to come down. The guard should start to come down. Absolutely. So that's really all you can do. Other than that, it's up to them. Other than that, it is completely up to them. As long as they want to see the good in you. If they want to see the good in you, the guard will start to come down. So the question is, Are you willing? Is this worth it to you to go through all that to have a successful relationship with them? It's totally up to you, because there is potential. There is potential. Y'all could have something seriously successful. But maybe some of you may be thinking, nah, I mean, I want a relationship, but I don't want to deal with all that bullshit. I'm not the one that hurt him, so I'm not the one that should have to deal with that. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Not mad at you. If you want to walk away from it, go right ahead. But for those of you who are really into this person and you do see the potential and you do think that it's worth it, it's going to take some time and patience. Okay? Maybe even help guide this person through their healing process. That's about really all you can do. That's about it. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Aquarius family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the link in the description if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. Also in that link, you can find the information on the last and final round of $22.22 live mini readings that we're going to be doing on Saturday, the 21st at 11 a.m. Okay, remember, the pre-orders that come in first are the ones that get read first. And also, after Friday, the 20th, the schools, the courses in my school will no longer be available for purchase. If you have already purchased one, you will have access to it indefinitely. But if you haven't purchased one and you're interested in it, they're super cheap. If you want to grab one, after Friday, they're getting turned off. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here now. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.